Imagine pulling up to a stoplight and realizing the vehicle next to you feels small. Not because it is tiny, but because what you're sitting in feels like a rolling fortress. The engine hums with quiet confidence, the road opens up in front of you, and for a second you think, yeah, this is it. Today we're talking about the Toyota Sequoia, a full-size SUV that doesn't just show up, it shows off, without ever trying too hard. The Toyota Sequoia has always been about presence. It's big, bold, and unapologetically powerful, but what makes it special is how refined that power feels. This is not a truck pretending to be an SUV. This is a purpose-built machine designed for families, adventurers, road trippers, and anyone who wants capability without sacrificing comfort. From the moment you see it, the Sequoia tells you exactly what it's about: strength, reliability, and long-term confidence. Let's start with how it feels on the road, because that's where the Sequoia quietly surprises people. For something this large, it drives with impressive composure. Acceleration feels strong and smooth, especially when merging onto highways or passing slower traffic. The power delivery is confident, not aggressive, and that's exactly what you want in a full-size SUV. It's the kind of power that makes towing, climbing, and cruising feel effortless rather than stressful. And yes, this thing tows. Whether it's a boat, a trailer, or a pair of jet skis headed for the weekend, the Sequoia doesn't flinch. It's built for people who actually use their SUV the way it was intended. You feel that confidence when you're behind the wheel. Everything feels planted, stable, and controlled. Long trips don't feel tiring, and short trips don't feel like overkill. Now let's talk about the interior, because this is where the Sequoia really earns its reputation. Open the door and you're greeted with a cabin that feels solid, spacious, and thoughtfully designed. This isn't flashy luxury that tries to impress you for 5 minutes and then annoys you. This is functional luxury, the kind that feels good every single day. Materials feel durable but comfortable, buttons and controls are right where you expect them to be, and visibility is excellent for a vehicle of this size. The seating is a big highlight. There's room to stretch out in every row, and that's not something every SUV can honestly say. Front seats are supportive and comfortable, perfect for long drives. The second row feels like a first-class upgrade, especially for passengers who usually get stuck back there. And the third row, it's actually usable. Adults can sit back there without feeling like they're being punished for drawing the short straw. Cargo space is another area where the Sequoia flexes. With the seats up, you've got plenty of room for groceries, gear, or luggage. Fold things down, and suddenly you're working with a massive, flat cargo area that's ready for camping trips, home improvement runs, or cross-country adventures. This is the kind of SUV that adapts to your life instead of forcing you to adapt to it. Technology inside the Sequoia strikes a nice balance between modern and intuitive. The infotainment system is easy to use, responsive, and doesn't feel like it's trying to reinvent the wheel just for the sake of it. Smartphone integration is smooth, the display is clear, and everything feels designed to minimize distraction while driving. You don't need a manual just to change a setting, and that's something a lot of drivers will appreciate. Safety is another major strength. The Sequoia is loaded with driver assist features that work quietly in the background, giving you peace of mind without constantly nagging you. Whether it's keeping an eye on surrounding traffic, helping you stay centered in your lane, or alerting you to potential hazards, the system feels like a helpful co-pilot rather than an overprotective parent. For families especially, that extra layer of security makes a real difference. What really sets the Toyota Sequoia apart, though, is its reputation. Toyota has built its name on reliability, and the Sequoia carries that legacy proudly. This is the kind of vehicle people keep for years, sometimes decades. It's the SUV you buy with the expectation that it will still be running strong long after the payments are done. That kind of trust doesn't happen by accident, it's earned through consistent engineering and real-world performance. Off-road capability is another area where the Sequoia quietly shines. While many owners will never take it far beyond pavement, it's reassuring to know that it can handle rough terrain when needed. Dirt roads, snow, mud, uneven trails, the Sequoia takes it all in stride. It's not trying to be a hardcore rock crawler, but it's more than capable when adventure calls. That versatility is a big part of its appeal. Fuel efficiency isn't the first thing people think about with a full-size SUV, but the Sequoia makes smart use of its power. For a vehicle this capable, it delivers respectable efficiency, especially on long highway drives. It's clear that Toyota focused on making this SUV practical, not just powerful. From the outside, the design communicates confidence. The Sequoia looks tough without being over the top. Clean lines, a commanding stance, and a front end that says, "Move with purpose." It doesn't chase trends, it sets its own tone. This is an SUV that looks just as good pulling into a mountain lodge as it does sitting in a school pickup line. One of the most underrated things about the Sequoia is how comfortable it feels over long distances. Road noise is well controlled, the suspension smooths out bumps with ease, and the cabin feels calm even at highway speeds. This makes it an ideal road trip vehicle, especially for families or groups who value comfort as much as destination. Ownership experience matters, and this is where Toyota's ecosystem really comes into play. Maintenance is straightforward, dealer support is widespread, and resale value tends to remain strong. When you invest in a Sequoia, you're not just buying a vehicle, you're buying long-term peace of mind. The Toyota Sequoia isn't trying to be everything to everyone, and that's why it works. It knows exactly what it is, a powerful, dependable, spacious SUV built for real life. It's for people who want one vehicle that can do it all: haul people, haul gear, tow heavy loads, and still feel comfortable doing it. If you're looking for something flashy just to turn heads, there are other options. But if you want something that earns respect, builds trust, and delivers day after day, the Sequoia deserves serious attention. It's the kind of vehicle that becomes part of your story: road trips, family memories, weekend escapes, and everyday routines. At the end of the day, the Toyota Sequoia is about confidence. Confidence in your vehicle, confidence in its capability, confidence that no matter where you're headed, it's ready to go with you. And once you experience that feeling from behind the wheel, it's hard to imagine driving anything else.